Yeah, hi. So in this video, I'll show you how we can start a new CRM order. So I start with clicking on CRM and I create a new customer. Customer 1. I can add a phone number and I can enter the customer's address. I save it and I close the customer entry panel, and I can search for the customer by just typing in the first letters of the customer's name, and from the search I can select, from the search results I can just select the customer and just going to add a product to the order. And on scrolling down you can see you have more options. You can upload any documents which are relevant to this particular order, or you can put any order instructions. So I'm just going to leave all that blank. I'm just going to close that. Now as you can see, one product has been added. So I'm just going to straight away just go for place order. So new order generated, it says. So you can see a new order has been generated for customer 1, and it shows you who's handling it currently, which is B1, and it's in the initial process, which is callback customer. On clicking on the tab, we'll be able to see more info on the order. So you can see the activity log, the address of the customer, and so on. So let's just get back to the task sheet. So you can see in the task sheet there are two orders. So this particular, the first order is what we had just put in. So the current process is callback customer. The current process has been done. So all I need to do is just click on done. So I've clicked on done, and you can see that order has disappeared. From my screen. So now I move on to the person who's handling the next process, which is B1 clerk, and on refreshing you can see that the order has been passed on to B1 clerk, and the current process is file entry. So when the file entry has been done, they can just click on done, and now you can see it's moved on from there. So for us to see where exactly the order is, we click on CRM again, and now you can see customer 1, it's passed back to B1, and the current process is evaluate customer. So let's go back to B1 screen. Okay, so this is B1 screen, and you can see that order has come back here, which is evaluate customer. So I click on done. Now you can see it's moved from here. For me to see what is the current status, I can just go to CRM again, and I can see that the order, which is order number 1, customer 1, is currently handled by B1 sales. who's handling the customer demo part. Okay, so I go back to my task sheet. Now this is the phone screen of B1 sales. So on scrolling down, as you can see, B1 sales is on travel. On scrolling down, you can see that the new task has been generated and the current status is customer demo. So when there is a new task, the employee will get a notification on new task, and so when they are starting the task, they have the option of just clicking on start. So now you can see customer demo is ongoing. The status is ongoing. Now let's say I'm just going to change the location using I'm going to change the location artificially using my fake GPS application. So this is my fake GPS application. So now it's assumed that we are currently handling this particular customer, and then as a part of that, the employee is traveling. So that travel part, we are actually artificially rendering it by using fake GPS and changing the location of the phone. So now, as you can see, if I just refresh that, the distance has increased from 62 to 79 kilometers. I'm going to complete this activity. So I can just click on done. Right, so you've seen it's disappeared from my task sheet. I go to management approval and I click on done, and you can see that is already gone to the staff. So now here you can see it's in approved orders validate. So I click on done. Now it says final status ahead. So press edit in the task to continue. Because the next status is for closing the sale, so we have to do it manually because we will need to enter the invoice details and all that. So when I click on edit, I'll be able to do this manually, where I can change the current status to invoice issued and closure. Here we have to enter the invoice details, and I can enter taxes if any. So when you enter the invoice details, so supposing if you have another billing generation software, you can just copy the values from there to here. Proceed. Now this is the collection detail. So supposing the total amount is 15,500, I enter a receipt number for the cash, and here we enter how much is paid by the customer. So let's say the customer is paying only 12,500 and for balance collections I can set a new date. So let's say I'm setting it at 30th, and I just finalize it.